Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Slam City Wrestling's Homecoming, Day 2, 2027, in front of 440 people in the Melrose Ballroom. Mike and Cohen open up the show, Homecoming, Day 2. We got news that Gringo Loco is still injured, but all other championships will still be on the line. Joey Janela versus Matt Cardona finally happens tonight in a death match. And AJ Styles makes his return to independent wrestling on his farewell-ish tour. His words. So AJ Styles was a free agent. He's 50 years old now, or 49. And I thought, why not? So he's returning for one last tour of the Indies. I guess we'll call it a tour of an Indies or Tour de France, tour of de la Indy or something like that. Nevertheless, AJ Styles will be here tonight, so it's super fun. We finally had the money and the availability to grab him, so we did it. All right. And a technical masterclass with superb wrestling and great heat. King's Road of Dempsey Regal, Isla Dawn, and Kaylee Ray defeat Ace Austin and Steel and Silk when Dempsey Regal submitted Ace Austin. Atami Hayashida with a 68, Ariza Nakajima with a 68, Ace Austin with a 63. 61, 47, and 43 for Ray, Dawn, and Dempsey. Dawn was off for game, and Dempsey Regal was rusty, but he'll go away once he got some matches under his belt. Nevertheless, King's Road with the victory here tonight over Ace Austin and Steel and Silk. 66 out the gate. As the bell sounds, Dempsey Regal has that microphone and letting the world know that this is King's Road. All right, 52. Next up in an exceptional match, AJ Styles defeats KJ Orso with the Styles Clash. Orso's getting good at getting over here. Got a 62, 73 for AJ, 73 for AJ, and AJ debuted the phenomenal gimmick with a great rating. That's great. 78 overall, 67, 55, 78 for Styles and Orso. After defeating KJ Orso, he celebrates 89 overall. So AJ Styles is in Slam City Wrestling. He's being used as one of our, torch passers. He'll win and he'll lose eventually here and there. More so winning than losing. But nevertheless, AJ Styles will be booked somewhat infrequently. All right, next up, in an exceptional match, Lyra Valkyria defeats La Hydra with the guillotine. 62 and 50 for Lyra and La Hydra. 56, 37, and 66 for the total rating. Lyra motions to her waist, indicating she wants the SCW Women's World Championship. 66 again. And again, it's Lyra Valkyrie. All right, next up, in an exceptional match, La Hija de Guadalajara defeats Jessamine Duke with the Mishi Driver, making defense number 30 of her SCW Women's World title. 41 and 74 for Duke and Guadalajara. And look at that. Duke and Guadalajara had great chemistry, which is fantastic. But 30 is a real number, guys. All right, next up in an exceptional match, Matt Cardona defeats Joey Janela in a death match with the Rough Rider. Designed to be full of chaos, which it was. 62 and 65 for Janela and Cardona, 67 overall, 63 and 48 for wrestling and crowd. Next up in an exceptional match, the War Dogs defeat Southside OTP over the pond in 10:36 when Gotch pinned Brooks with This Means War. They make defense number 1 of their championships after getting it back from Adrenaline Drip. 62 and 66 for Jacobs and Brooks. Gotch and Coughlin with a 70 and 72. Atticus Cogar is now in the ring with a microphone, skewers, and a purpose. Atticus says that tonight he wants to fight. He beat Minoru Suzuki last night, and tonight he's going to beat whoever the hell wants to fight him in a death match. The reaping continues. Atticus stands right, awaiting a challenger if they have guts. 64 overall for Atticus Cogar, issuing a kind of a Mance Warner type open challenge here in a death match. And Matt Tremont returns, answering the call, defeating Atticus in 1306 with the Uranagi. Tremont, been gone for over a year now almost. He returns to a 61 overall rating. He did bruise his tailbone, but a 74 and 73 in this match is exactly what Tremont you can come to expect. And Kogar is just a stud here. 74 and 73 for Tremont and Kogar. Tremont re-debuted the Killdozer gimmick to an initial rating of very good. Thank you, Smojo. And in the main event, Pac defeats the one called Manders with a black arrow. This match was designed to tell a specific story. Pac makes defense number 6 of the title, and it says this match suffered from a lack of psychology, which is interesting because Pac is a fantastic worker, so maybe his psychology rating isn't high. I'll have to check into that, but I'm actually pretty interested in what happened. Manders and Pac have great chemistry, which again is not something I would have anticipated, but nevertheless, fantastic chemistry. This is going to be the greatest show of all time. It really does have to be. 80 overall, 60, 66, 52, 78, 89, 66, 66, 70, 67, 74, 64, 61, 82 down the line. We are going to take you guys to September 1st and check right now, like, overall show rankings, where this lands. Let's go check. Let's order by rating. And yes, that's right. Homecoming Day 2 was our greatest show of all time, which to an 80 is absolutely fantastic. 78, it's interesting enough, our Day 2 last here for Homecoming, and then Day 3 here. So our two best shows of all time are the last two shows we ran, Sequenta y Dos. So our last three shows, we have been on a freaking burner. So, yeah, man, that's absolutely fantastic.